We've been wondering for a while, but now JoJo Siwa confirms she has rekindled her relationship with girlfriend Kylie Prew. How would Mr. Beast do the Gentle Minions trend? Why won't Jacksepticeye return to Twitch? Is it possible to reinvent the wheel as a YouTuber? And what happens if you set off fireworks in your room? iShowSpeed found out the hard way. Stay tuned if you want to know more. But first, JoJo Siwa confirms she has rekindled relationship with Kylie Prew. Back in October, the sad news came through that JoJo Siwa and Kylie Prew had broken up after a year of dating. They'd been friends for a year after having met during a cruise. JoJo came out as a member of the LGBTQ+ community in January 2021 and has talked about what it's been like for her to define and unpack her sexuality, which must be challenging, even more so when you're famous. But for the last few weeks, fans have been wondering whether maybe JoJo and Kylie had made up and gotten back together. She recently admitted in an interview that she was very much so in love, adding that she was lucky to be loved unconditionally. Just days before she would end up confirming her relationship with Kylie, the two were spotted holding hands during a trip to Disney World. And then, when she was asked about her relationship status, talking to the press, JoJo felt cornered. She obviously didn't want to lie and confessed that she should have talked about what to say in public with Kylie. She wouldn't say anything more, rightfully deciding to keep most of their relationship to herself. But there's no need for guessing any longer. JoJo and Kylie are back together, and they're doing it a little differently this time around. They're learning new things, setting new boundaries, and releasing old ones. All the normal things a young couple should do, and from the looks of it, she's happy. Next, Mr. Beast buys out entire cinema for Gentle Minions trend. Just in case you hadn't noticed yet, there's a new trend on TikTok that went viral insanely fast, and it's all because of the release of Minions: The Rise of Gru. Instead of cinemas filled with happy little children, the rows of seats seem to be filled solely with teens in formal attire. Minions: The Rise of Gru was released only a week ago, and the Gentle Minion trend has taken over the internet completely. And with momentum like this, it's unlikely it will stop anytime soon. Adding fuel to the fire is Mr. Beast. The YouTube icon decided to simply buy out an entire cinema to watch Minions: The Rise of Gru with his friends. And the dress code was, of course, white shirts, black pants, ties, and black sunglasses. Mr. Beast posted his adventure on TikTok with the caption, "Felt despicable, so I bought out the theater." Well, he wouldn't be Mr. Beast if he'd done it any other way, would he? Leave it to Mr. Beast to take a trend like this to the next level. Luckily, Mr. Beast and his gang of Gentle Minions were actually gentle. Sadly, some people in a UK cinema were so rowdy, even throwing bananas at the screen, that the cinema had to be closed down. It ruined a lot of kids' experience, and kind of ruins it for everyone who wants to enjoy some wholesome trend. Don't be like those people, okay? Be like Mr. Beast. Following, Minecraft pays tribute to Technoblade. When the world heard that Technoblade, one of the biggest Minecraft YouTubers of the community, had passed away, we all knew that we had lost an important pillar of the community. Technoblade, whose real name was Alex, was only 23 years old when he lost his battle to cancer in June 2022. Technoblade had always kept his private life under wraps, and not a lot is known about him. But in August 2021, he revealed that he had been diagnosed with stage 4 cancer. He underwent chemotherapy, radiation therapy, and a limb salvage operation after developing a painful tumor in his right arm. Still, the YouTube community has been mourning ever since his family confirmed that Technoblade has passed away. Tributes from other streamers and creators have been flooding in since the video of his family was released on July 1st, 2022. And it seems like even Minecraft itself is paying tribute to the popular gamer. After a recent update, they've added a pig with a crown on the game's splash screen. The original splash screen also had a pig in the exact same spot, but it wasn't sporting a crown before. And a crowned pig just so happens to be the icon of Technoblade, for which he was universally known in the community. Though Minecraft hasn't confirmed the change to be a tribute to Technoblade, they did post a tweet through their official account, mourning the loss of Technoblade. We'd like to believe the updated splash screen with the crowned pig is indeed a tribute, whether Minecraft wants to admit it or not. Stick around until the end of the video if you want to find out more about the YouTuber that reinvented the wheel and what happened happened when iShowSpeed decided to set off fireworks to celebrate Independence Day. Except he was in his room. You don't want to miss out on this one. But first, why Jacksepticeye won't return to Twitch. Like so many people, Sean McLaughlin, who's better known under his YouTube channel name Jacksepticeye, gave streaming a shot. Jacksepticeye has been a loved and dependent content creator on YouTube for many years, but decided to try and expand his platform and offer a different kind of content. But it just didn't feel right for the creator. Jacksepticeye opened up about his experience on Twitch in an interview with Trash Taste Podcast, admitting that he found himself boring. Obviously, there's a big difference between YouTube and Twitch, editing your content and hosting a live audience, and he didn't want his YouTube content to suffer because he'd have to dedicate a lot of time to being live. Jacksepticeye is also known to be a people pleaser in his community, and it would really bother him if even one person in chat wasn't having a good time. With so many people making the switch to streaming or have added it to their portfolio, it makes sense that the YouTube OG gave it a go. But it would have been sad if one of the biggest original content creators would switch to using YouTube as an archive. And in the end, all fans want is for their creators to do things that make them happy. Jacksepticeye is a YouTube creator, and we love him for it. Next up, iShowSpeed sets off fireworks in his room during live stream. It's unclear what Darren Watkins Jr., whose YouTube channel name is iShowSpeed, was thinking when he executed his July 4th celebration plans, but it's sure left a lot of his fans worried about the well-being of him and his mother. On July 4th, 2022, Watkins Jr. was hosting a special live event in honor of Independence Day. One of the main happenings was a joint call between rapper KSI and Watkins Jr. himself. Later in the stream, iShowSpeed decided it was time for a banger, and what better way to celebrate the 4th of July than setting off some fireworks. Watkins Jr. then proceeded to put fireworks in a plastic Pikachu toy and set them off. Obviously, the room was filled with sparks and smoke in seconds, and Watkins Jr. can be heard screaming uncontrollably while the fireworks continue to go off in the closed room. Luckily, the fireworks subsided before firefighters arrived on the scene, and both Watkins Jr. and his mother seem to be okay. iShowSpeed is known for making content that can be shocking, but this is the first time that he did something that had the potential to do a lot of harm and damage. The content creator really just got lucky. And now, a YouTuber reinvents the wheel. Well, you know what they say, good artists copy, great artists steal, which must have been the line of thought of the person behind the YouTube channel The Q. At the end of June, without warning, a video was posted with the title, "Just a Normal Bike Math. 0.5 times 2 equals 1 wheel." And it's something else. In the video, there's a person riding a bike crashing into the curb, destroying the front wheel. We're then taken through a quick dismantlement of said bike, which is put through a seemingly long process of various improvements. The frame of the bike is extended and customization work done on the chain's placement. Oh, and the back wheel is cut in half. Why? Well, so they could place one half of the wheel where the entire wheel is supposed to be, and the other half on the elongated custom frame. The result looks like it shouldn't work, but it absolutely does. The person shows us how they're still able to bike around almost as if nothing is wrong, but it looks really weird. And don't worry, the creator isn't actually looking to replace our trusted wheel, but wanted to showcase what creative engineering can achieve. We'd say he succeeded, don't you? And that's all we've got for now. What do you think about the Q's bike? Would you be brave enough to try it out? Let us know in the comments what you think. And thanks for watching.